No, actually, no. Fuck that. I'm gonna put all the clips on the goddamn timeline and cut them down. Like I'm not gonna delete any of them. They're all gonna be, even if it's just a sliver, all gonna be used. Make that YouTube video. Then I'm just gonna cut shorts out of it. Why did I think of this earlier? This is gonna be genius. Today is the day that I have been looking. Came to this part into it. I think it's Northwood Creek here. We'll figure it out on the way. But I decided today that I randomly wanted to go on a hike because I think it's very important to get outside your routine or your comfort zone, especially if you are either you have a 9 to 5 and you're stuck in the office somewhere, or you're stuck in a truck delivering, or stuck in the streaming room and you just stream from that room. I think it's important to get out and change your location if you got the option to. So where we want to go is over there, but let's make sure there's no cars coming. Oh, I got distracted. All right, we're good. So I know I've never done this trail because it's across the street and we usually park over there. So I'm like, I'm not walking over there, but this is a hawk loop. Difficulty rating easy, length 3 miles. I think we got that. I also picked this one because I didn't see anybody walking down this one and I wanted to have a somewhat peaceful, uninterrupted walk. And so far, so good. Like, I don't know about you, but for me, when I walk in the woods or anywhere with basically no ceiling, I feel like my brain just expands to however high the limit is, which is no limit when you're outside. But even like when I go to big cities, I feel my brain expanded because like the buildings are so tall. It's not something you're used to unless you live in those environments regularly. I think I'm gonna do this once a week. Come out here, any trail, not just this one, walk for 3 miles, I think will make the minimum, and just make a video. Because right now I'm out of breath. I haven't did this in so long. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I am breathing pretty heavily right now. Whew. Okay. Give me a second. This walk was so impromptu. I forgot to bring my amazing walking stick that I have. It has like 17 different attachments to it, a knife, fishing lure. It's crazy and I should have brought it. But I didn't think I was gonna go on a walk today, but my body needs this a lot. I did, however, bring water. Anywhere you go, if you're leaving the house for like longer than an hour, just bring a bottle of water. You never know when you might need it. Okay, I'm seeing a sign that says trail, so is this telling me that I need to turn right? I think so, but I kind of want to go straight. But I also don't want to get lost, so we'll come for you next time when I'm feeling more up to it. Okay, this is a nice little path. I like this. You know what I think it is? I think our brain loves patterns, loves routines, and sometimes that could be to our detriment. There are things that I continue to do that I don't want to do, and if I don't break up my routine or the processes I do on a daily basis, I'm gonna stay in those ruts because being comfortable is easier than change, like always. But when I'm out here in nature, everything is so random. Even if I've been to a trail before, it might have been in a different season. So everything might feel a little familiar, but it'll also be different. And I think my brain loves that. Like, I found myself getting bored with TV shows because 90% of the time I know exactly what's gonna happen. I know who's gonna fuck who, I know who's gonna portray who, I know who's probably the villain, the hero. It's all the same. Like, creativity has been lacking in the last few years. So it's been rare that I've been wanting to go watch a movie because, again, I feel like I know what's happening. There's nothing for my brain to like figure out. It's never interesting enough for me to just, you know what, I'm just gonna forget what I'm doing and just watch it. The last movie that did that was Sinners. Sinners did that for me. I was able to disengage, not try to figure things out. And even when I attempted to, I couldn't. And there's enough symbolism in that movie and it was amazing. And I loved it for that. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not upset that most movies bore the shit out of me or most TV shows bore the shit out of me. I found that that attention that I was giving to those medias now is mine. I could do whatever the hell I want with it, and I've been doing some amazing things with it. I fully believe that one thing that contributed to me being able to post an episode a week to my podcast was I didn't have a TV show or a movie or a game series for that matter that I was binging. There was not something that was taking up that aspect of my brain or that brain power. So I dedicated all of that to the podcast. And because of that, I was able to get consistent. I haven't missed a week yet. And that's awesome. Okay, we know we're still on the right path because of that blue dot there. You keep seeing blue dots, that means you're on the right path. Thank God for the blue dots. Man, as I'm walking through this forest, through these woods, swatting away bugs, I can't help to think about the time in my life when reality was, I'm not going in nature. That is not happening. Ew. And the same with running. For a year, for more than a year, I think it was like 3 or 4 years until COVID hit, I was running a 5K or a 10K or some type of race a month. And that was something at one point in my reality that was not possible. That was not happening. And legit, the only thing that changed in both of those scenarios was I told myself that no, I'm doing this. Definitely thought I heard something. Oh, it's just a chipmunk. It's just a chipmunk. Right. But no, I told myself, no, I'm doing this, or no, I am a runner, or no, this is what I want. Whatever the scenario was, like I did that and it happened. No, I want to be more in tune with nature. No, I want to enjoy going on walks, going on hikes. And then that became my reality. So that's why I harp on whatever you think, whatever you believe, and whatever you keep telling yourself is what's going to happen, because I've experienced it so many times in my life. So if you continue to tell yourself sob stories or continue to tell yourself that you have bad luck, that's the shit that's going to show up in your life. And honestly, repeating those stories and continuing to say it doesn't do you any good. Yes, it might make you feel closer with other people who do that shit, but you're all just stuck in your heads, keep telling yourself the same story. Because I was able to experience the other side of not doubting yourself all the time, the other side of what happens if I tell myself this is what I want, I started to scurry the world to find a way for me to put that information into people's head, or me to give people that satisfaction of getting over something that makes them stuck or make them feel inadequate, because it's all made up shit that we tell ourselves in our head, all of it. And lo and behold, with rapid resolution therapy, I'm about 200 hours into learning that practicum, and it's been amazing because a lot of the things that I have thought is part of this solution, and it actually shows me how I can get people to think like me, basically. And it's all quite simple. Anytime an event happens in life, our brain creates an emotional reaction to it. Our brain is the one that is responding to events that happen in our life. So if somebody comes and smashes your car window, whatever reaction you have is not because of the car window, it's because of what your brain thought about what happened to the car window. Does that make sense? For instance, let's say you come and smash my car window. I probably won't care that much. Honestly, I'll just go through insurance, get a new one. But if somebody who didn't have insurance had their shit smashed, they would be highly upset. Now, it's the same event. The only difference is their mindset versus mine. Oh my God. Man, okay, nature's trying to kick my butt right now, but it's cool. So with knowing that information, knowing that your mind is causing these reactions to the events that happen in your life, how do we fix that? Fly just almost flew right into my ear. That was crazy. I think the first thing that I ended up doing was questioning everything I thought about everything. And that was very eye-opening for me. It's like, why do I think whatever? And if I didn't have a reason, I was like, well, how do I want to feel about this? How do I want this information to interact with my reality? And then once I figured that out, lock that shit in and we're good to go. The constant that until you get to a point where you feel like everything has been ironed out and you are showing up as your authentic self everywhere. In your relationships, in your online content, at work, wherever you show up, you are showing up as you. And that is a challenge, but it's a wonderful spot to be in. For instance, a lot of people don't speak up for themselves or don't show up for themselves because they don't want to upset somebody else. They don't want to ruffle feathers. And I think the most important thing is for you to have your boundaries and for you to feel okay to speak up when those boundaries are stepped on. You are not intentionally trying to hurt that person, but that's of course what they think. You are just stepping up. You're just speaking up for yourself and setting your boundaries. Now, if they get upset with that, that's on them. That's not something that you need to worry yourself with, because you're not coming from a place of anger or negativity. You are just stepping up and talking up for yourself. And I believe that is what part of being authentic is. And that's part of the new superpower that you unlock when you realize and start to practice knowing that your mind is creating emotions to cause reactions to events that are happening currently or not even happening. Your brain doesn't know if the thing that you are freaking out about is really happening or you're just thinking about it. It can't tell the difference between a thought and reality, because to the unconscious, there is no difference. That in itself to have you acting different, it can't tell the difference between a thought and something that actually happened. So all of the things that you worry about in the past, your unconscious thinks is happening right now and is going to act accordingly. And if that data about that event is screwed and set in the wrong place, then you can continue to feel those emotions that it is putting forth to cause a reaction to get you to do something. All right, had to fix the ISO. We're starting to get dark. It's too many trees here that the light is getting stopped by the leaves. I love this. But as I was saying, your unconscious mind, the one that creates the emotions to get you to react at certain events that are happening in your life, it can't tell if the thing that you worry about, the interview that you have in 2 weeks, is happening now or is happening later. So if you're feeling anxious about it, your brain's going to throw up emotions, behaviors for you to avoid it, because it doesn't want you to go through things that you're anxious about, because anxious means bad. Bad means death. Your unconscious mind wants you to live. That's its whole purpose. To make sure you don't do dumb shit that is going to cause you to die. So in a weird, twisted way, you showing up to talk on your podcast or showing up to your live, if you're nervous about that, your brain, your unconscious mind is reading that as danger. We don't want you to die. Let's throw up procrastination. Let's throw up imposter syndrome. Let's make you anxious about this shit, because if you are, then you won't do it and you won't die. And this fundamental principle I have lived under since I want to say like I was 10 or 11. I learned this early. Now, I didn't adapt it to everything, but it was definitely a core principle of my life. And that's this: if it's not happening to me now, it's not going to affect me now. That is a magic that I want to provide to anybody who works with me, so you can move forward, not having to worry about the things that are currently having you stuck. I know I harp on the numbers, but for the longest time, I was one of those dudes who would look at the numbers of my YouTube videos or my shorts. They weren't where I expected them to be. And so I would let that affect my mood. It would let that affect how I created content. The moment I let go of that want for the numbers to be a certain spot and realize that if I become consistent, if I'm pumping out 7 videos a week, at the end of the year, I'm gonna have 52 videos for somebody to stumble across and binge watch on. And I'm gonna increase that tenfold because I understand the process that I'm trying to get through. If I start worrying about that stuff more and start putting my energy into that stuff, then the content's gonna grow on its own. And it has. All right, what I'm trying to say is worrying about how to become consistent is a better worry than, hey, this video didn't get enough views. With the one with consistency, there's actually things you can do in regards to becoming consistent. And the one with the views, you're literally just being upset at the process. Like, the process is for you to learn your craft, to come into your own, to become authentic. And then when you start creating from a place of, you know what, this is going to show up for the people who need to see it, you'll be surprised how many people show up to see that shit. All right, so we have the parking area that way, or we could just go ahead and do this mile hike right here. Now, the bugs have been getting to me, and I kind of could just turn around, but fuck it, we're here. Let's go ahead and do this mile loop. I found a bridge. I found a spot where I can walk. Oh. Okay, there's a large chunk of mud right here and I almost fell, and then I heard something in the water. I didn't know what I thought it was, but let's keep it moving. Yeah, let's not play around here. Look at this mushroom. It's like in the middle of the trail. It's gonna get stomped on, but it's living now, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. All right, I don't know what the fuck this sign means, but I'm assuming it's just gonna loop around and then I'm gonna end up here. So that's the assumption I'm going with, and hopefully I don't get lost. But you know what? I don't get lost, so I'll find my way out. Just need to keep an eye out for the blue circles and we're good to go. Also, definitely have my Crocs in sports mode. Highly recommended. Decide to walk in the woods in Crocs. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a pretty, not steep, but it's an incline of some sorts. I love the different elevation. Look, Florida could never. Like, I feel like Florida Like, this is more hilly than any part in Florida. I don't know why I'm throwing shade at Florida, but it just reminded me of that. So here we are. So yeah, I think I got all my points out. What I am trying to teach the world, specifically my Black creators, because my hidden agenda is to get as many Black creators creating content so we can take over that narrative. Like, we can have that force of media running, because I don't know if y'all know, but we're talented as fuck. When we put our mind to something and realize there's nothing stopping us but us, ain't no stopping us. So yeah, that's what you get when you work with me, either in a one-on-one session, or if you're shy and you don't want to be on voice or video, that we can do Voxer session. That's basically asynchronous. You text me and you leave a voice message about what you're feeling. I get back to you with information through voice or a text message, and we keep it like that. Or if you want to join a 14-week program that I have, and that's just going to be me on top of you at all times. This is for those who are like, you know what, I want to be consistent. I not only want to be consistent, but I want to enjoy when I'm doing the consistent work that I'm achieving to do. Got you. I've seen far too many talented creators not put out the content that they want because they started to doubt themselves. They started to think, oh, nobody's gonna watch this, or nobody's looking for me, or this is really weird, nobody's gonna be into it. Fuck that, you set the standard. You are the goddamn niche. Like, when you realize that, there's so many examples of people who are just like, I'm gonna do this one thing, and this one thing's gonna get me rich. So yeah, stop dragging your feet, stop worrying about, oh, what if this does not work for me, and start thinking everything works for me in my favor. Things are put in my life for me to either learn from or progress further with. Decide what you want, go after it without fear. Fear is the #1 dream killer. Fear keeps a lot of people stuck in their situations, and fear is of the mind. Again, everything you think shows up in your reality. As I expected, I'm pretty sure this was just a loop, and there is a blue circle. We are going the correct way. Although it's very tempting to go this way. Like, if I was with my daughters, specifically Maya, we would definitely go over there just to see what's over there. Not by myself though. There it is. Probably can't tell from this video, but I am drenched right now. I'm not even like directly in the sun, but I've been walking for so long. Yeah, drenched. Let's see my watch. My watch didn't even recognize this as a workout. Usually it's like, hey, I can see you're moving a lot. You're working out. This doesn't count as a workout. I'm getting a new watch. All right, I think I have hit my quota of nature for the day. I swear for like the last 5 minutes, a fly has been going pew, 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 pew. Then I was like, you know what? Calm down. I hear you, nature. I'm out. And it finally stopped. So, where the fuck is that parking lot? Hey, nature, I appreciate you. Yep. Thank you for letting me get some dope footage, get a workout in. Appreciate that. Thank you for the inspiration, all the different trees and leaves. See how varied you are and you don't give a fuck about anything. You do what you want. I appreciate that. If you can stop sending your flies, your minions of flies at me, I would appreciate that a lot. But if you do you, again, you do what you want. There's gonna be a point in time where I'm doing these videos. I'm gonna be running these motherfuckers. I'm not gonna just be walking. I'm not gonna be out of breath. Today's not those days, but we're working towards it. Gonna get that B-roll footage, that B-roll footage, that B-roll footage, get that B-roll footage. Oh shit, fuck. I almost fell, almost busted my shit. I wonder if that'll show up in the video. We'll see. Another benefit walking in the woods, getting this oxygen from these plants. I feel like it's impossible for you to be angry in the woods. I just had flies try to attack me. I just calm down because I feel like if I'm angry, I'm definitely gonna break an ankle out here. There's so many roots and vines. Angry me is not paying attention to the ground. You know what? I don't know if this is going to stay in the video, but I've noticed that maybe because I am trying to get a lot of words into a sentence and not allowing myself to breathe, maybe that's why I keep getting out of breath. And not talking while you're walking up hills, that helps. All right, I'm gonna explore this, see if I can be intentional, find the breath when I need it, but know that like you're paying attention. It's not like, this is not TikTok. In reality, you can't just scroll away. So I need to be more aware of that. We'll see how it goes. Almost freaked out a little bit. Not like really, but anybody else would have freaked out. I started looking for the symbols and saw a gray diamond. I was like, hold on, but we're good. For some reason, I think I can walk a mile faster than it's actually possible. So I think we're just right now about to come up on the turnaround bend or whatever the fuck that was. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I figured I would be at that turnaround spot by now, but I am not. I'm using this time to soak in the solidarity, soak in the quietness aside from all the birds and the bugs. Like even trying to tune those out. I'm working on walking while meditation because meditation is key to quieting down racing thoughts or just getting off task. And if you haven't looked into meditation, I should do a video on meditation. Meditation is fun. In fact, I bet if you're a gamer and you ever experience tunnel vision, I guess you would call it, or locking in on a boss, you experience meditation. Meditation doesn't mean you're not thinking about anything. Meditation means that you're focused on one specific task. And a lot of gamers have experienced this. You'd be surprised at how you could take that skill and utilize it to better your life. Crazy, right? A lot of people try to meditate, and anytime I bring it up, the first thing is, I tried it, but I can't keep my mind quiet. Or I tried it, but I was only gonna do it for 2 minutes. And like 2 minutes is huge. I don't know why you're shitting on 2 minutes, but it takes time. You need to go into it knowing that this is a skill that I need to learn. How fast does it take you to learn how to walk? Probably don't know, but that's a skill you had to learn. Anything that is worth anything is gonna take time to learn. So I encourage you, if you never looked into meditation, you should do so. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video on meditation. That'll be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna, actually, I think I have a video on meditation, but it's just straight up a meditation. It's like a body scan. I think I'm going to make one on the benefits, what you should expect, and how you can take over the world with it. It'll be great. Like the shirt is soaked. Like you can't even tell because it's gray, but it is soaked. Same with this towel. Man, I'm getting a good sweat in. I'm getting a good sweat in. Also, I'm gonna say this every video until I get tired of myself saying it. Shooting video with this Osmo Pocket 3 is so much more fun than using my iPhone because it's like less than half the size, very versatile, and I don't even need to like really think. I mean, the video's probably choppy right now because I'm kind of just bouncing up and down these stairs, but ooh, it's so much fun. If you were in the market for one, unfortunately, they cost like $300-$400 more than they did when I bought mine, but it's still worth it. If you got the cheese for it, I would get it. All right, since we still have not found the end of this goddamn trail, I have an interesting few thoughts that are going through my head right now. Like part of me is like, you haven't found the end yet, you should probably start freaking out. But then the other part of me is like, for what? Like, we're still chilling. I've still seen the blue dots. There's no reason to freak out. And I'm leaning towards that one. And it's been mad chill so far. Again, leaning into what I got control over, which is this camera, my feet, my thoughts. Flies trying to fuck me in the air again. But other than that, yeah, I'm glad I did this shit. I'm definitely gonna do this once a week. And we're gonna have a little series going. What should we call the series? Nature Walks with Crip, Walking with Jermaine, Walks in the Woods with Jay. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Every once in a while, you gotta take some time out and just enjoy the motherfucking view. Nice little winding path in and out this hill. Again, it's deeper over there. Now I need to start paying attention to where I'm walking because there's a lot of twigs and branches and roots. I'm not trying to break or twist an ankle. I'm not built like that anymore. Oh yeah, I think we found where we need to go. We fucking found it. That loop that we filmed earlier, this is it. That took way longer than I thought I was going to, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. That's a nice little loop. Oh my God. Okay, Bugs, I'm out. I'm leaving, Bug. You got it. I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna walk on this bridge. I'm just gonna walk on the bridge. I'm not even gonna do a cool pose that I want to. You got it, nature. I'm out. Appreciate you for letting me walk up inside you and shit, though. Parking area that way. Got it. There's our friend, the yellow circle. We're almost free. We're almost back to the civilization, or at least my car. All right, I feel like this trail's fucking with me. I gotta go down here and then it just loops to over here. So I'm just gonna walk through here, you know? Ow, ow. Okay, maybe I should have took the trail. My bad, nature. I'm sorry. Oh, thank God. We're getting close. Park area, only 0.3 miles away. I could do this. Man, I almost went down that trail, but yo, next time, not this time. Next time. Oh, what's up with all this grass touching my legs situation here? I should have wore pants. Next time I will wear pants. Oh, this is gonna tickle. Oh, and there's big grasshoppers in this grass too. All right, chill. We got this. Chill, relax. It's nothing. It's nothing. We're almost there. We're almost there. You got this, homie. Whew. Okay. Ooh, that tickles. Yup. Okay, check our legs, make sure we don't got any bugs on them. We do not. Woo. All right, we conquer fears today, baby. Yeah, old me would have definitely found a way to go around that, but there was no way around that. I just had to go through it. And it was not serious, just fucking grass and big, massive grasshoppers, but whatever, they don't eat people, right? You know what else I didn't appreciate about this trail until right now? You're so deep in the woods back there that you do not hear this traffic. Like, can you hear that now? I don't know if the noise cancellation is canceling out the cars, but there's a fucking highway right there, and you're so deep in there, it's so well covered, you can't hear that shit now. I love that. All right, before we reach the parking lot, I want to give you an example of an idea or a thought I do not allow myself to indulge in, because ultimately it's worthless and it's only going to cause me anxiety and worry for no reason. So that little grassy patch that I walked through, I was like, you know what if all of that was like poison ivy and you had pants on, you're just going to have itchy legs? Like, that thought does not serve me at all. Now, if I think about it and calmly think about it and be like, you know what? I'll check when I get home, see what kind of lotion we got, then that works. But if I start panicking and like, oh no, I'm gonna have a breakout and my legs are gonna and have like go down nose racing thoughts, that's when those thoughts start fucking with my reality. And those are the type of thoughts that I wanna help you conquer. Nip those shit in the bud, as my mom would used to say. I never understood what that means, nip that in the bud. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh yeah, we made it back to the crosswalk. Oh my God, look at the spider webs. I did not see that. Okay, all right, that's crazy. I don't want to see the spider that made those. I'm gonna keep it pushing. And with that, we have made it safely back to my car, which is over there. I don't know if this is gonna zoom. Nope, definitely did not zoom because I did not hit the right button. As I'm going back to my car, I see this, 4.5 or 9 miles, difficulty rating a red. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but that's, you know what, that's something we're gonna strive to get to, because that might be fun. Minus the wet part, you know? Oh yeah, let me go ahead and appreciate my car for a little bit. That's a Sonata inline. I don't know if you know about it, but that thing be going zoom, zoom. I love it. It's so much, it's like the perfect adult. I got kids, but I also like speed car. It's fucking amazing. All right, with that, we have made it back safely. Everything is intact. My microphone's still there. The camera didn't fall off. My car unlocked. We're good to go. Yo, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. And if you don't already follow the channel, fuck you waiting for? Go ahead and follow the channel. Leave me a comment below. What should I add to these videos? Because I definitely want to do more of them. I think I'm going to record me actually. Oh yeah, speaking of which, actually record me activating my my workout and getting some metrics so I can put those at the end of the video. Like, hey, we walked beep, beep for this many minutes and this how much footage I got out of it. I think that would be dope. Anyways, thank you for watching. Again, appreciate you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.